Hello, everyone. Whew. Sorry about that. Had a little bit of a animal problem. One of them didn't want to eat, so I had to just put the food away, and they're gonna have to wait till after I'm done now. I hope the weather is better where everybody else is tonight. May have to have somebody let me know how my microphones are doing. Last week or so, I've noticed my microphone has had a little bit of a clarity issue, which is kind of strange because it didn't before that. I don't remember changing any settings. I've adjusted what I can adjust. Hope there's something going on with the webcam mics. But just let me know if there is a problem there with that. Oh, heck. So, well, made it in here. Now, let's see. Oops, I'm not sure if that's a good idea. Adjusting things. Probably shouldn't be doing that. Well, we're getting closer to spring, everyone. Hopefully, everyone's ready to get back out and explore a lot heavier. I know some guys have been a lot more active than I have been this winter. I have been out exploring again recently. I actually went back to check out the first explore I did for YouTube. And unfortunately, a friend of mine, Alistair at Urbex, tried to help me correct some of the old footage, and it's in pretty bad shape because I did not have my camera adjusted right at all. And my little tripod thing was broke at the time, so I was kind of holding it by hand. But I went back and I did a little updating, and tell you what, since I've been in there, a lot more people have gotten in, so it's very unfortunate that people have gotten in there. But yeah, there's starting to be a little more damage. My footage, I did check it, is much, much clearer this time. It may be a little rushed because I did have a problem because people are obviously getting in there. I had a problem where I had to hide in the closet of one of the patient rooms because of some scrappers. And they were talking about what they were going to steal from the place. So I did actually inform the police when I left of the plate number of the truck I saw them get into. I got to hear a good amount of their conversation, which I played for the police. So they are going to track those guys down. So I don't know. The place definitely, you can start to see where they're starting to get in there more. Even some kids starting to get in there. There's a possibility maybe the city or people who owned it. It's in the middle of an ownership issue. Hey, Explore Fever, how's it going? But the building is in the middle of an ownership issue between the city and the company, both arguing not to own it. But to get back in, I didn't notice my fake leg was missing. Sorry, Explore Fever, I was just talking about recently. I just went a week or so ago back to the first site I explored for my YouTube channel. The first one I finally decided to document. And the footage was pretty bad. A friend at Urbex tried to help me correct it, and it's not really able to be corrected much. So I wanted to go back and see what changed and maybe get a little better footage, which I did get much better footage. But it was a little more stressful this time. I was alone, which I am about, 50-60% of the time. More lately since my partner quit. But there were some scrappers, and thankfully I heard them first. I was narrating to the camera. So I hid into a patient room's closet for a little bit, and I got to listen to them. They stopped maybe 2 or 3 rooms away and were talking and going over stuff about what to come back and steal. Well, they left. I kind of watched them out the one of the windows and got plate number and called the police. Hey, Devon, Among the Unknown. Dude, you've been putting out a couple good vids here lately. I got back out, and I've got, I'm going to do a video either of the knew this time when I went out to my first YouTube Explorer, or do a comparison of what the place was compared to now. Definitely more people getting in, unfortunately. Even though I've been very good about keeping secret of the place, and the people I've shared it with have been really good about keeping the secret. Problem is, some of the vandals are sharing with each other. That's okay, Devon, man. You don't have to be on every stream. Everybody here has got editing to do, exploring to do, or their own channels, or their own lives, jobs. I mean, I just made it home from the gym and had to feed the animals. I barely made it here in time for my own stream. Well, Explore Fever, I mean, I don't know how long you've been doing this, but if you explore long enough, you're going to run into people. And some of them not all good, or police. I know among the unknown, they've run into some people, owners, and bad people, and police also, so it happens. Fuzzman, how is it going? Hey guys, how's my microphone? I'm not sure what's going on. I know lately my microphone have been a little bit goofy. And I'm not sure why, because it was perfectly clear for a long time. And my adjustments don't look like I've really changed them. Oh, the last two videos you've uploaded, Devon, have been actually pretty good. I liked that apartment complex. I kind of wish you guys could have spent a little more time there, but that was a good vid. I liked how you guys did good exploring. I liked the two of you were doing good back and forth, and you had some good filming in there. And tell you what, when that place was in good shape, that was actually probably a very nice place. Oh, everybody, Fuzz did a stream last night, and he actually did video gaming a little bit. I don't mind the gaming streams, Fuzz. I actually watch some video gaming channels, especially while I'm on the treadmill. I watch about 3 or 4 different people regularly. Southern Belle and a couple others. But I like the gaming stuff because when I'm on the treadmill, it's a good way to kill time. It's exciting, kind of keeps my mind off it. But I don't know. I mean, that's up to you what you want to do on your channel. I understand we are all hunting for watch time and views. Whether or not we're trying to make money, or at least trying to share. It was a good stream. I enjoyed watching the game. I don't know if that's something you're going to try to do regular. I do know be careful, because I know some people, if you wander too far, if people expect exploring videos or travel or whatever, if you wander too far off, you can some people may or may not watch, or maybe in your case, you might gain a few. But I know I'm trying to stick with abandoned places or travel type stuff. Wow. Yeah, I saw Devon. Didn't you guys show there was a bunch of water below a certain level in that place? But I do know that apartment complex, if you really looked at it, I think one of you even said, boy, that was a nice place when it was newer. And I'll tell you what, it really was. The way that crossover, like almost like a moat going in, was set up. And I don't know why you would let something like that go, which is a mystery to a lot of us who explore. Hey, Tenzo Roku, my man. Him and I were just talking. I thought you did say, maybe you did, I don't know, maybe you just said it, Devon, but I thought you showed it, but maybe not. Me and Tenzo Roku, while I was at the gym, he was IMing me. He's noticed on a couple of the pages him and I are members of, some of these new explorers coming in and getting really, well, for want of a better term, getting bitchy, that he and others won't just automatically share sites with these people. It's becoming a little bit of a problem here lately. I've run into a few of it, and I know I've run into a lot of other people on the Facebook pages, especially these newbies coming into, joining closed pages, but then getting real mad. People won't just automatically give them sites. I know there's a lot of pages now who ask for proof of your exploring chops, I guess you'd say. They They say you have to show some pictures or videos of you, at least 3 or 4 of you in other sites with your face in it, exploring. They prefer video and showing you're not damaging anything. So yeah, Tenzo Roku is not the only one who's run into it. It's unfortunate. I know a few pages now who have started booting people who get pushy. Really, Explore Fever. Holy crap. Well, that's kind of cool. Only 23 or 4 people. Well, that's cool, Devon. Hey, I'm not as into the paranormal stuff as some of you guys are, but you tell you what, I still enjoy the vids, especially when you've got, urban exploring involved in it anyway. So, to me, that's great. See, Tenzo Roku, you gotta watch that. If a lot of property owners don't go into these sites, but if property owners are going in there and they're urbexers themselves, but then they get bitchy if somebody goes onto their land, then they're kind of two-faced jerks, need to be off there. Hey, 7 blessings. Thank you very much for showing up. Yeah, we talk 7 blessings, and anybody else that may be new here, we talk urban exploring, YouTube, what's going on in the world of YouTube, and anything you guys feel like talking about, really. I'm not super limited. I prefer to, chat with everybody. Yeah. Well, that's cool, Devon, but I don't do a lot. Like, even the rest home, it's not even a rest home. I keep calling it that, but it's actually a long-term care center. It's not just for old people. It's very hospitally. But even that, I can't do at night because, boy, there's houses all around that place. Which Tenzo Roku hopefully is coming down to join me because I'd love to show him this place. Sorry, I'm reading. I'm trying to catch up a little here. We also did Restland Cemetery again, just for some. Yeah, I've done a couple cemeteries. We did the one at night where the cat scared the living bejesus out of me and Sean. Cool. I'm hoping to collab a lot this year. And I'm actually kind of pushing. I know I kind of hinted to Tenzo Roku, but I'm kind of hoping that him and I get to be exploring a lot together this year. We are not too far apart. As everybody knows, I live in a monster area, but I've only found one urban explorer in my area, and his and I's schedules never mesh. We've tried. But Tenzo Roku is the next closest explorer I know, and also I've explored with him. So I'm hoping that him and I get at least 3 or 4 good collabs this year. We're already planning Gary, Indiana. I'm hoping to talk to him a little more about maybe a few trips to Southern Illinois and Missouri, because I'd like to have him go on a few of those. Partially because I like to collab and I've explored with him. 2, one of the places my wife's put her foot down and says I'm not going to unless I have somebody with me. It is kind of sketchy. Fuzz TV Family Vlogs. Okay, Fuzz, now wait a minute. Okay, I read Fuzz about you're doing a separate channel with all the restrictions. Now, okay, now there's Fuzz Family TV Family Vlogs. Okay, so is that Fuzz and Mrs. Fuzz now? Or is that one of your children? 7 blessings, you're from Northwest Illinois? Like, you still are from Northwest Illinois? Okay, you're Mrs. Okay. That's what I was thinking. Mr. and Mrs., nice to meet you. Thanks for coming in here. And yes, Karen and I are still hoping to get out east to meet you guys this year. It depends on how much vacation time Karen has. And if I can find more on the way to interest her, because it will be partially an exploring / vacation trip. Also, we left Florida. Well, thanks, 7 blessings, because you had my hopes up. I was really hoping for an urban explorer in my area. But yeah, hey, Fuzz, I did like your microphone last night while you're playing. It was actually a lot clearer. than a lot of the gamers I watch. So that was pretty cool. Well, yeah, 7 blessings. You really kind of had my hopes up because so far, like I said, I found the one guy close to me. His name is Cool Trainer Joe on Instagram. You can check him out. But he has a lot of wedding photography and other stuff, and we never seem to mesh up. But Tenzo Roku's been him and I are decently close, so I'm hoping to grab him and go for some of these trips. Yeah, Gary. Yeah, I've been to Gary. Last time I was there, I was with a friend. And Tenzo Roku and I are going together this year. That is the second place my wife told me I'm not going alone. I do have my pepper spray. I do have, I know we don't talk about it very much on here, but close to Omer Gosh. Yeah, okay, I know Omer Gosh is. Yes. But I do have a concealed carry, a legal concealed carry, and it is legal in Indiana, but I must check their laws because in some areas, carrying a concealed carry while trespassing can turn a misdemeanor trespass into a felony trespass. In some areas, a police officer friend of mine was telling me, in a lot of areas, it's not. It's still a misdemeanor as long as it's a legal concealed carry. So I don't know. We'll see what happens there. But no, there's a few places I'm not going to go alone. There's a few I've gone alone, been pretty sketchy. I've already, like I said, I had to hide in a closet last week when I was exploring the long-term, the small hospital I was in. So, whew. Oh, that'd be great, Fuzz. Or Mrs. Fuzz, sorry. Fuzz family. Yeah, that would be part of the plan anyway, guys. If I'm going to go clear out to West Virginia, it's going to be a long trip where me and my wife are going to take our time. And partially because I have to stop a certain amount of time to do my breathing treatments and stuff for my lungs. And every hotel we stay in has to have a gym so I can do certain workouts. But, yeah, we would definitely want to do more than one. And if we could find stuff on the way before we get to you and meet you guys and do more, that'd be even better. You know, Devon, that's what I'm planning on doing, dude. What I'm planning, I'm going to go to Gary, Indiana. I know that with Tenzo Roku. Now, I'm trying to figure, I don't know how my health will be or money or time. I don't like to leave my wife saddled with too much here alone too long. Because with her work schedule, that gives her a lot to do with all the animals and stuff around the house. And I even try to help her with the cooking. But yeah, Devon, you are actually on my very short list of people I really want to explore with this year. So I'm hoping to, what I'd ideally like to do is go to Gary, do a day or two in Gary, and if I could, still shoot either to Detroit from there or right to you and hang out with you. It would just depend on what I can swing at the time. And here in a couple weeks or so, it's going to start getting towards the warmer weather, so me and Tenzo Roku can start planning. Oh no, 7 blessings. It's not nice that I'm helping my wife. My wife has supported me doing this. She's helped me out with my health problem. She's been, we're partnership. And if I have to if I'm doing this, and she's so supportive and helpful, I definitely have to be there. I don't want to saddle too much on her. If I'm gone too long, that saddles her with too much. I don't need these on anymore. So we're a good partnership. I mean, she's the one that told me to do this full time when I had to stop working because I was starting to drive her nuts. And my doctors actually okayed me doing this because I'm not near people too much, groups of people, which are dangerous to me. And I can do it on my own schedule, which means I can do my treatments. Uh-oh. Well, for some reason, my computer is showing that I'm not streaming. Karen and I have been married just over 5 years. My wife and I have been together for 10 years and married for 5. Yeah, Fuzz fam, she is kind of looking forward to meeting you guys. My wife is not as outgoing, open persony as I am. Once she gets to know people, she's really great. She's just a little pensive about meeting people all the time. Yes, Devon, I saw it lagged. It gave me a little thing. But strange thing is, because my stream health never came off green. And there's nobody here to run the microwave and mess it up. So I don't know what's going on. But yeah, with my lung problem, she's been really supportive. She told me, boy, you've been exploring off and on for decades. So why don't you do that? And the doctors at my lung clinic pretty much said, hey, that's not a bad idea. That keeps you busy. It keeps you active. Just don't go back to work because I was hurting myself too much time. Yeah, I know, Fuzz. I've seen that you and your husband, sorry, when I'm kind of Fuzz fan, I have seen how you guys act together on your vids and how you guys talk about each other, so that's great. You gotta have be partners. My wife was truly a friend of mine. We were friends as well as husband and wife, so that works great for us. I mean, I have friends that have been married 3, 4 times. One of them married 5 times. Sean, the guy I used to explore with, he's on his 3rd marriage, I believe. But they've been married a good while, so I think this one's going to stick. I'm doing it 1. 1 time. But yeah, okay, so 7, I know where Fuzz TV, I know where you guys are. I know where Devon is at. Tenzo Roku is in Wisconsin. And Tenzo Roku, as for Detroit, I will definitely keep you in the loop on that because I talked to my guy there, Lang Straub, and he said he doesn't mind, he'd be fine if you came along too. Some of the places he's thinking about trying to go to, or some of the areas, it might be better in a larger group because parts of Detroit are very sketchy when it's only a couple people, which him and I found out. We, 17 years together for 13. Huh. Married 13. That's okay. So Devon, okay, now everybody, I'm going to run down where everybody's located here. 7 Blessings, you're in Florida. Fuzz is in West Virginia. Among the Unknown is in Pennsylvania. Tenzo Roku is in Wisconsin. Explore Fever, where are you at? I can't remember where you're at. So I'm stuck here in the middle of kind of the Iowa-Illinois border called the Quad Cities, right on the Mississippi River. If you look for a certain city, you can look for Davenport, Rock Island, Moline, East Moline, Bettendorf. It's got a big conglomeration. And I've actually been pretty lucky with some good explorers around this area, but not as many as I would like for as big as this area is. A little cranky that way. And I won't ask how long Devon's been married because he's too young to have been married too long, hopefully. At 17. But no, Devon, you're definitely on my list to get out there. What? You're in Minnesota? Oh. Okay. Thought you were in Wisconsin. Me and Tenzo Roku are also looking to get in on a couple sites right now in northern Illinois and southern Wisconsin. And I'm hoping for a couple malls yet this year. I got a couple leads on. I really want a mall. I mean, I've done a dead mall, but I want an abandoned mall. Yeah, wait till you get an argument with yourself, Devon. Oh, so. Yeah, Tenzo Roku. I've only done a dead mall. I missed getting to a abandoned mall this year twice. I ran out of time and had some health issues, so I couldn't make the one in Missouri, but I think it's still there I can get to. I think I have some friends there who can get me into that one, or at least know who to bribe to do so. And there's I'm still working on this funeral home in my area. I'd really like to get in there and see what's there. Oh, Tenzoroku. I've got a lead on one amusement park in Oklahoma. I've got a phone number for the owner, and I guess he's very amenable to people coming and exploring. As long as you call him, he's very good about it. If he catches you sneaking on, which he's obviously kind of very good at catching people, then he's really presses charges. But all you do is call him, and he's a great guy about it. But from talking to a friend, there may not be enough there for me to drive that far. Unless I make it part of my Missouri trip. Which I'm not sure I'm going that far south in Missouri. But the one I really want, I know a lot of people have been there. I want Jazzland in New Orleans. I don't care if somebody else has seen it. I want to see it. If I can share this stuff with people out here, that's great. Put my slant on it or just show it from my point of view. But I really, personally, I want to see these places too. Get to know our family. All right, thanks, Seven. Thanks for stopping in. Yeah, amusement park. See, now there's an amusement. Yeah, I don't know if anybody knows about. Oh God, I can't remember the name of it. It was even on the Northern National News here lately. There's ones like Old West World. I know Carpetbagger had been there. A couple other people. Somebody bought it and is trying to reopen that one right now. There's one in Ohio. Devon, you're closer than I am. You might know about the one in Ohio. I can't remember the name of it. I've seen the video. I've got it marked down on my books. But that one I'd like to check out. If I go anywhere near you, Devon, I'm going to find that puppy. I want a funeral home. I want to see what's. It's not the hugest funeral home, but it's not real small. But I want to see if there's any of the embalming stuff. You know, I'm looking for something cool. Big one so far. There's another. Are you talking about amusement parks right now, Devon, or are you talking about funeral homes? Have you looked at it on Google Maps? Well, there's some vids. I think if you go to YouTube and type in on the search up window, I think you type in Ohio Abandoned Amusement Park or something, I think it'll come up. Jay Wade, how is it going, man? And by the way, Jay Wade, I think I mentioned it before, but great footage you did down there in Punta Cana with your little Spark. Dang, man, I think I need to take some flying lessons from you. But yeah, it's yeah, so I don't know, Devon, that amusement park, I swear there's one in Ohio. I've seen a couple explorers go through it. But if you Google, if you YouTube search it, I think the videos will come up. Yeah. Yeah, you told me about that, Devon, about the funeral home. That's a little, that's a little wrong. We had a cemetery not too far from my area here where they were finding dead bodies. They were just throwing the bodies, like remains, down in a gully and stuff and burying them. They were burying bodies. They weren't cremating them. They were, because it was cheaper to just put them in they're throwing them in a gully and filling the gully over. And I guess they found like 60 bodies or something down in it. It's like between certain levels of decay. It's like, that is some horrible crap to do to people. Yeah, I'm going to try to avoid any more run-ins with the police this year. Having a gun pointed at my head once last year was enough. Yeah, Explore Fever, a lot of malls are. I got a lead on a couple malls where some friends have been in there. Either they know ways in and know which ones you can get into, or there's one where they say they can bribe a security guy and you can get in. So I'm looking at either way. There's also a possibility of one in Detroit, which when we go up there, maybe I can talk to Lang, see if we can get a chance to get to that one. So maybe Tenzo Roku and I can get in on that one up there. The malls are twitchy. Heck, the Dead Mall I even talked to the manager and the staff there about filming, and they even unlocked the cinema video I did. They unlocked it for me so we could explore that and film that. And I still got some guy, if you go to my comments on that movie and movie theater and or the mall videos, somebody contacted me and started giving me crap, saying they're going to call the police on me if I ever showed up there again. Well, I finally started telling him, I'm like, dude, I talked to the manager. He kept saying I was full of it. Well, I'm like, I have it on video that I was talking to the manager. I videoed the whole discussion. Suddenly, he was a really nice guy. Yeah, the Sandberg Mall, Tenzoroku. So yeah, so yeah, even though I got permission, I'm like, dude, you can't get on me because if one of your employees overstepped, that's not my fault. I went through the proper channels. No, Adam the Woo has not been to Sandberg Mall. I think it's kind of a small mall for somebody like him to go to. Now, I'm not sure if he ever made it there, but oh God, I forgot his name. And I follow him. He's a mall guy. He does malls. Wow. There's another guy I know that really just does malls. Dead malls or abandoned if you can get into them. But he was trying to get to that mall, and I actually sent him some of my video footage and pictures so he could see what it looked like inside, so it was worth his time. Hey, Devon, is Century 3 closed all the way? Because I can't remember if Century 3 is the one that proper people did or not. A lot of malls say you can't take video or pictures, which I don't understand. I mean, I don't know. But yeah, the guy that I was talking to, oh, Dan Bell. No, Dan Bell has not been to Galesburg Mall. Dan Bell, I love some of his mall stuff. Some of his other stuff I'm not a big fan of, but I love his mall stuff. But Century 3 Mall is amazing. I'd really love to get into it, but I can't remember if that one's fully closed. What did Proper People do recently? Does anybody know? I know Proper People did a video of one of the larger malls. It's one of my bucket list malls. And they did it was like within the last couple months. And it was just amazingly huge. Century 3 I'd love to get into. I don't know if there's somebody you can contact if they'd let us in. I don't know, I like Dan Bell sometimes. It seems like Dan Bell does stuff and, you know. Dan Bell gets interested in a vein of stuff and does really good at it for a while. And then suddenly Dan Bell just gets bored, and the videos he does near the end of his series then I kind of get a little blah because he doesn't really care as much. He moves on to something else. When he starts on a series, he does amazing stuff. Proper People are just, I'm sorry, to me, the Proper People are the actual gods of Urbex. Or urban exploring, however you want to put it, exploring. I love exploring with Josh. I love those guys. I think they're good for exploring. Get us out there, well known. But Proper People are just, I don't know. There's just something about them, how they do it, what they do, the places they run into. They're just amazing people. See, I've heard Morgantown Mall. Yeah, I think Dan Bell did that one. Didn't he, Fuzz? I thought Morgantown was the one he did. Well, which one's that, Devon? See, I don't know if Proper People started before Josh or not. I almost thought they were a little bit younger than Josh. Okay, yeah, Explorer Fever. That might be the one I was thinking about. Thank you. That might, yeah, see, there you go, Devon. Look at Explorer Fever. Might be this one near Cincinnati. It wasn't just Adam the Woo. There was somebody else who did it recently. He did do a little dodging of security, but it was a really cool looking amusement park. Yeah, if you like the paranormal, that's cool, Devon. I'm not as into the paranormal. Okay. So I know Josh actually did exploring when he was really young, and he really didn't put it on YouTube. Because at first, while he was exploring, he had a video gaming channel. And that's all he did. Then he started doing the urban exploring. And once again, I like Josh. I watch his vids. I'm a good fan. I haven't watched it for a while. I kind of concentrate anymore. I honestly don't watch a lot of the big explorers as much, even proper people. Because I'm kind of spending my time watching a lot of the smaller people. I can prefer to support them. So yeah, now I don't know what mall proper people did, but I thought it was God dang it. It was one out east. It's one of the malls I really want to get into. There's a couple good malls I really want to get into. I don't know. There's amusement parks are hard. Malls are tough. So when you get into those two, Magnus, how's it going? Thanks for stopping in. I tried to come on early, as I know I have a couple friends in Scotland that say if I come on too late because of the 6 hour time gap, they can't come in. So I tried to come in earlier. I don't. Kind of strange that Urbex he hasn't stopped in yet. So how's it going tonight, Magnus? Ken Master, what's up? Wow. Now Century 3, Devon? Wow. See, Century 3 Mall was gorgeous. I mean, what a huge place. That's one I definitely would like to get into. But you said it's what, becoming abandoned now? That'd be cool to get into. A really good large mall I'd like to get into, and an amusement park or two on my bucket list. I did do a water park, which I've got to edit and get done. Yeah, you got to be careful. See, that's what makes me wonder, because just got midnight. Yeah, yep, it is midnight there. I know the proper people at mall they didn't seem like they cared about being a lot quiet or walking around or anything. There's only one area where they thought there was a sensor. It was kind of strange they weren't worried about security because the place is in really good shape while it was closed up. Ken Master, you're live Friday? Where are you at? Like, what time zone are you, Ken Master? Are you in America also? Because Magnus is in Scotland, and I don't know where you are. Sensor. Well, there was not just the factory building, but I thought the mall they did, Devon, had a sensor also. You know, something like the USA 6 p.m. Oh, you're in my time zone, Ken Master. Okay. All right, have a good one, Fuzz. Thanks for stopping in, man. I'll check your next stream, too. Yeah, there is a good military base, Devon. But I'm not sure that military base they did is bigger than the one me and Sean did. I mean, I've got enough footage I could do another video or two off that place yet, which I've considered doing. Yeah, I've considered doing another vid on. Well, I am doing another video on the hospital because I have so much footage. I'm going to do another one on the original video, the original place I did for my YouTube channel because I did such crappy footage. But yeah, the military base me and Sean did. A lot of people don't realize. We actually had my pickup truck in there. We're driving around to see these places, and we were still in there almost a whole day. You do a haunted video, Ken Master? What type of? Are you doing paranormal? Because I'll tell you what, where are you located, Ken Master, in America? Yeah, but Devon, how much of that could they see without a vehicle? I mean, like I said, we were really good to get a whole pickup truck into this base. And we were able to drive. I've got footage where we were driving around abandoned military roads in a pickup truck. Ken Master, you're in Wisconsin? Well, heck, you're up there with Tenzo Roku. He's up north. Well, heck, if you're in Wisconsin, then you're not super far from me either. And Explore Fever's in Ohio, right between me and Devon. Somebody told me, I don't know, Explore Fever or Devon will know because you guys are kind of closer. Everybody knows the hospital Explores, Old Reed Hospital. It's well known and open. That's the only reason I'd share the site name, because it's open. When me and Sean were there was no fences, no security. The police wouldn't even come on the grounds. And as you can see by our footage, we had to be kind of careful. In fact, they said never go in there at night because there have been huge violent problems there at night. But somebody told me that somebody got really hurt really bad or killed at Old Reed here recently, and now it's locked down. They got fences around it, sensors, and security. I don't know if that's true or not. I don't know a lot about haunted places, Ken Master. I do mostly just the abandoned. Oh, there you go. Tenzo Roku is going to give you a hand. See, that's great when we can help each other out. So, but Explore Fever, I don't know if it's still open or not. If those people are wrong and just kind of joshing me or whatever, making it up. Old Reed Hospital is a great explorer. Don't go alone. And go during the daytime, because at night, yeah, there is some issues there. But it's huge. And try to go when the basement isn't totally flooded. We were there, we had to give up because after a while we started getting deep in the water. The morgue and the x-ray was underwater when we were there. But yeah, the military base we were on, construction vehicles. But see, Devon, what I'm saying is if they were in there without a vehicle, there's no way they could have seen as much of that base as Sean and I did, the monstrous base we saw, and we had a vehicle. I said, I literally have footage of how we got our truck in there and us driving down abandoned military roads in that place. And we did not break in. There was an open gate, kinda. It just took a little work to get in. But no, we did not break in, did not move anything to get in. The four-wheel drive does help, I will say that. All right, no problem, Ken Master. But yeah, talk to Tenzo Roku and Devon. That's Among the Unknown. If you want to friend them and talk to those guys, they can give you some pointers on some of the places a little more haunted than I can. But no, I'm not picking on the property. It may have been the biggest place, but how much could they see? Unless they stayed there for 2-3 days. If you're on foot or even bicycle, you can't get around like Sean and I were able to get around. I know a couple other people that have been to that military base him and I were at, and they were like, how the hell did you see this place and this place in one day? Because they've gone there a couple times over years to try to see that much. I'm like, well, we got our truck in there. And since then, a friend of mine is able to do the same thing, since I was able to share with him how to do it. All right, I'm going to ask Ken Master and Tenzo Roku, where is Helltown and what is it? Uh-oh. Devon, you're going back to the Urbex wood, huh? Yeah, well, I'll watch it again, Devon. I think it's been a while since I watched it too, but And then it's hard. Sometimes you watch enough videos and you're paying attention to your own editing, you kind of can lose track somewhere in there. No, not Columbus, Ohio. Explorer Fever. The old Reed Hospital in the original one in Richmond, Indiana. Wow, Richmond, Indiana. There's still some of the original buildings from the 1905 there, clear up to the brand new stuff that was built in the 90s. But it's so extremely destroyed. Oh, my gym shirt, Devon. Yeah, it's one of my two He-Man gym shirts. This is Eternia Gym. The other one says Snake Mountain Gym on it. It's got Skeletor flexing. So, yeah. Now, Reed Hospital, the original Reed Hospital is Richmond, Indiana. I don't want to say Richmond, Ohio, or Virginia for some reason. Okay, so Helltown is just old barns and wired. Yeah, look up old Reed Hospital on Google or something. I mean, it's the size of that place. I don't know. I mean, I don't know how big a place some of you explored. I mean, I've done the military base. I've done a huge factory, some other big places over the last couple decades. But this hospital, it's just never stops. I mean, you got multiple buildings between 4 and 9 floors tall, and it just never stops. It's just going and going. And to see something that large that actually was sealed up, no vandals got into Old Reed Hospital until the last 7 years. I think they said the first vandals started getting in there around 2011. So, I mean, holy crap, in the last 6 or 7 years, that place went to being destroyed. I mean, it is apocalyptic how perfect that place was, in 100% pristine operational condition when it closed. The only reason it closed is because they needed a bigger facility. And they left it in perfect condition, able to be reopened, because the place that bought it was going to reopen it as a type of hospital. And then the economy collapsed. They lost their funding, and it just sat there. And suddenly in 2011, they pulled off their security. In 2011, people got in there. It went from a pristine, operational, sealed building with a security walking it to, by 2017, me and Sean were there, just absolutely destroyed. So 6 years. I mean, 90% of the windows are busted out in this monstrous facility even. Urbexy, how's it going? You are the second person here from Scotland, Urbexy. I don't know if he's still here, but Magnus is here. Stopped in. Uh-oh. You didn't get mine this time, Urbexy? That's okay. I mean, some people say they get my notifications. Sometimes some don't. Lately, I haven't been getting half of Jericho's lately. I'll go to his channel and there's a vid. I'm like, what the hell's going on? Helltown's old Lumbertown, not that great. Okay. Well, that's no problem, Rebexy. I mean, come on. You're dealing with time zones, and right now where you're at, it's 12:30 a.m. tomorrow. It's 6:30 here, about 6:30. We're kind of discussing places and stuff like that. And oh, my little masked face. Yeah. Thanks, Devon. Just thought I'd change it up a little bit. Evelyn, how are you doing? Oh, no, you're fine, hon. I appreciate your comments. You always make good comments, and you're there on Instagram, which I'm sorry I've neglected lately. I'm starting to come back to Instagram a little more. Hey, by the way, everybody, I am on Twitter. I've always forgot to mention it. Haven't done anything with it. It's sitting there. So if you want, check me out on Twitter. I'm also exploring with CF on Twitter. So I meant to put that in my links, but I haven't done that either. So. Yep, 613 subs, Devon. Lagging behind my friend Bajerico, man. He's kicking it. And Urbexy has grown a lot lately, too. Ooh, Explore NC. Hey, how you doing? Guys, I actually discovered Explore NC not too recently here. Pretty recently. And actually, go check him out. He's done some really good videos starting his channel off. I mean, I got a feeling that if he keeps up with what he's doing, he's going to really end up growing really good and fast. And as a person helping out, I'm trying to help out other smaller explorers, give us all a little watch time and some views. I put a link to his channel at the end of in my credits. So we need to help each other as much as possible. If you can, if you like another explorer's channel, throw a link in there. I've linked Among the Unknown in one of my vids, in one of my cards. I'll put Explorer NC in there. I share with Band of New Zealand, Pajerico. I'll put Urbexy in there. Friend and help each other out. Share cards back and forth in your vids. Help steer people to each other's channels. Get that watch time up there if you do want to try to monetize again. Which I can't lie, I'm actually... Okay, my subs are nowhere near the 1,000 mark, but my watch time is almost at 19,000 right now for this last month. Oh, good, Devon, there you go. Yes, Devon, I am actually a pretty large fan of Explore NC. He's one of my newer discoveries, and I'm telling you what, that's why I love YouTube. You can find new people. In fact, now he's good enough that I'm hoping if I get out to see Fuzz in West Virginia, that I can swing around and see Explore NC, if I can make it that far. Yeah. Oh, man. See, Devon? Doesn't that suck? But yeah, make sure you guys share back and forth. I mean, I put you in my video sometimes, but you don't feel like you're obligated to do the same for me. It's nice if you do. But I want to make sure that not just that we all get recognized a little more. That's why I spend time watching you guys more than I do Josh and all the big guys. Yeah, see, there's a school in my area I couldn't get into, and now they're starting to renovate it to be an old folks' home. Huh. It always sucks to be just a little late. It still burns my butt that I missed the Silver Dome by like 2 days. Maybe I'll get into that. All I got is my drone footage of the Silver Dome. But yeah, it's nice to run into new people on here. See, even though I've been doing... I really like how you can run into people on here like that. Oh yeah, I'm on J-Wade. I am exploring with CF everywhere. I am Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, Gmail. I'm exploring with CF on every platform I'm on. So yeah. No problem, Explorer NC. Lazy Lacey, how's it going? Welcome. Yeah, I've seen the Miles Bryant school video, Devon. And I remember when you guys, people... Now, see, Devon was not clickbaiting, everybody. My last video talks about clickbait. Devon did not clickbait. You could hear the other people in the other end of the building. And Devon and his group, they were avoiding those people. They stayed at the other end. And were trying to get the heck out of there. So, you gotta... So, see, Devon did not clickbait. That's why when I was saying we ran into somebody at the hospital, I at least tried to prove that we did run into somebody. Nikki Diamond, how's it going? Nice to see you. Well, Nikki, I like abandoned places, partially because you're seeing... It's just really neat to see something that what was. You're seeing a history. You're kind of preserving history, too. We kind of feel like historians. And there's something about... I guess you call it urban decay. Urban decay, it really fascinates some of us. And there's a good amount, if you look on the list here, there's a good amount of other urban explorers in this group. We just really love how things look, preserving history. I know for a fact that Devon and a couple of the other guys in here have explored buildings. And like Tenzoroku said, frozen time. You get to see what was, freeze time, and also you're preserving something. Because I've explored stuff, these guys have explored stuff, where you explore it and suddenly it's gone, just destroyed, dropped to the ground, flattened, and that'll never be there again. But we actually, by pictures, video, posting it, it's there forever for other people to see. Yes, Nikki, there are mice at times, but I run into very few mice. We run into a good amount of raccoons, a few possum, a couple deer, and Sean ran into a badger one time. Yes, Lazy Lacy, like exploring with Josh and his crew. Exactly. We just aren't as big. Yes, exactly. Tenzoroku. Document it before it disappears. We enjoy the exploration and seeing these places. And a lot of us on YouTube are here to show that to everybody, because we like to not only see it ourselves, but share that beauty, what we call beauty, with the rest of you. Yeah, see Urbexy? Look at Urbexy right there. See a building in a state it's never intended to be in? He did a video of an old IBM plant in his area, and there's parts of that place inside, and I think it's really cool looking. It looks like you almost mow the ground, and there's some of the green algae or mold is getting big enough. You can almost mow it with a mower. It's kind of a cool look. But yeah, when I explored the movie theater, I got to go up the projection room. Never been to a projection room. The theater, the really, really old Capitol Theater we did, where they did plays and everything in the day, we got to go up and see these huge projectors in there, the ones you lit flames in. Places, yeah, like Urbexy said, you don't get to see these places. Yes! Explore NC and Evelyn. Perfect. Yes. It is about the explore, and it is kind of like a religion to us. It's a church. It's you are at worship services when you're seeing these places. You get these goosebumps. And yes, Evelyn's right. I mean, I had a picture that was my thumbnail for a while of the abandoned orphanage I did. In one room, the flaky paint was insanely cool. It's like, wow. Let me see here. Here. Like that, Devon? Yes, Urbexy, the research can be just as fun sometimes, because the stuff you learn. One of the things I'm doing right now, blood strains? What? Did I miss something here? Nice. No, yes, I have a breathing problem, but I also have masks. I wear breathing masks. If there's bad air, so if I think the air is okay, I don't. But yes, the ones I do carry with me will cut out all mold, all asbestos, all viruses, even, and even some of the oxygen. My doctors say it actually lowers the oxygen getting through they're so restrictive. Tenzoroku saw them. So yeah, and Tenzoroku saw them. So I know he's seen the masks and how even with my breathing problem, they make it even harder for me to breathe because of how little air they let in. No, Devon, you're not like Logan Paul. But no, I don't know if that answers your questions, Nikki. But yeah, we do take precautions. When I explore to Tenzo Roku, he has masks. I have masks. Most real good explorers carry masks. But Jericho carries masks. Uh, Most people I know have a mask of some type. Some of them are better than others. Mine are a little more restrictive than most people use because of my lung problem. I could probably step down to what the P100 most people use, but I'm being extra careful because of my lungs. Yes, Explorer NC, I carry P100 versions of the paper ones, but I also carry those heavy ones because I do have a lung problem and I do have to step it up sometimes and be extra careful. The ones I have are 3M surgical grade masks that all the people that deal with my lung problem, the doctors up there said are okay. They will keep out pretty much everything, including from what they said, up to 20% of the oxygen getting through. Nikki, almost. Sometimes we got a backpack full of stuff. We got bright lights and cameras and a drone and batteries and tripods and everything. So yeah, we can kind of look like Ghostbusters at times, all the stuff on us. Yeah, pretty much I use the paper mask. Well, not paper. They're not paper. But I use the flexible ones I use because they're easy to put in my pack. Easy to stuff into a pocket if you need to. Stuff like that. And I have so many of them, they work great. Nice Explorer then, see. Smoke. Yes, I know Tenzo Roku. It's on my list of things to do. I'm actually behind. I've got a video I'm trying to edit that's taking me a lot of time. It's actually put me behind on my other stuff. Ray, how's it going, man? My friend from Tennessee. We're getting all around the country here a little bit. Seems like we're from the Midwest to the East. We're not representing the West Coast very much here. Yes, Nikki, I have. Ran into two people living in one building, and that was about a year before I started filming for YouTube. Oh, actually, no. We ran into a couple others when I was in Detroit last year with Lang Straub. We were getting near the end of our day exploring, and we ran into it was getting dark. We were in there too long. It was dark and a sketchy area. People started coming in through open ports, and it was getting a little creepy. So we bugged out real quick, ended the videoing real fast, and hoofed it back to the car as rapidly as my crappy lungs would let me. We did park the car in a nicer neighborhood. Nikki, I don't know how some people survive on the streets like that. It's tough. But yeah, one video I'm trying to do, because I have to do it properly. If I do it properly, I can show tons of history, and they'll let me name the location and everything, because nobody can get into this. There's no way in hell where it's located somebody can break in without... Especially since it's like a block from the police station. But it's downtown in an old building, and if I do this video to their level, they'll let me show a lot more history and info, and you'll be able to see more. But it's putting me a little behind. So yeah, what's in my bag video, I also got to get registered with Amazon as a Amazon partner before I do that, because a lot of my stuff is Amazon linked. So I can maybe make a little money off them that way if anybody hits the link. I don't know. See, I can't really get it. A lot of old churches I've been in, Nikki, have been pretty stripped. But yeah, Ray and Explorer MC, you guys have been pretty active here lately, especially Ray. But yeah, I mean, check everybody out. If any of you explorers on here, or any of you that are fans of urban exploring, look and haven't seen any of these people on here, check them out. Take a look at their channel. If it's something you like, definitely join their group there, because a lot of the guys on here are on here because I like what they do. And even if you're not an urban explorer, I don't sub your channel without it being something I'm interested in. Yes, Nikki, actually, I was just talking about at the beginning of my stream. I got trapped last week. I was exploring by myself in a small hospital care facility, and there were some scrappers there that thankfully I heard them first. I hid in the closet of one of the patient rooms and listened to them, and then I called the police because they were talking about how they were going to come back and destroy the place, do some damage later. Gave the police the truck number and a copy of the recording of them doing that. Yes, Amazon affiliate. Thank you, J Wade. That's what I want to do. But I can't find out how to register for the Amazon affiliate program. I may have to message you, J Wade. Because my wife looked at it too, and it's kind of confusing. Yeah, Explorer NC. A lot of that, I saw the fence. Yeah, Explorer NC had a huge electric fence around one of the Explorers he got into. So that's why his was very ungraffitied. But a couple of other Explorers. Yeah, yeah, Urbex, you've seen my original video of that abandoned care center hospital, small hospital. And I did scare some other people in there exploring. And I did make sure they weren't damaging nothing and taking nothing. But they were scared to death when I popped out. I listened in the dark because I heard them first. Yeah, I've scared a few people. Oh, Ray, I'm not scared of too many people except when I'm alone. If I'm outnumbered 2 or 3 to 1, it can be a little sketch. If I run into somebody one-on-one, or if I have time to listen to them and see what type of people they are, I'll come out and say something. Yeah, Explorer NC. I know it was lying because you were doing it on your way not to touch it, so good for you for knowing how to get around or over that puppy. I'm not exactly afraid of people too much, or I wouldn't be doing this. You don't go explore, especially by yourself, if you're too pensive. But I'm glad I hid from these guys because they did act a little dangerous, and I have run into scrappers. And scrappers, running into transients is not as bad as running into scrappers or other explorers. Scrappers can be extremely violent and mean, especially since they're doing something very illegal. Scrapping carries real jail time these days. They don't want to be caught. No, Nikki, we do not scrap, if that's what you're asking. Scrapping is illegal and is against urban exploring rules. Urban exploring rules, you break nothing, you don't break in. You break nothing, take nothing, leave nothing but footprints, damage nothing. You don't mark it like some idiot urban explorers. I've seen guys that tag their stupid name and YouTube channel all over sites. The hospital, this guy had his crap feces all over the place, painted in like 35, 40 spots. He's not an explorer, he's clickbait. Well, yeah, Tenzoroku, you have more going than urban exploring, bud. You guys got a lot of your stuff going on. Sorry, I'm reading a little bit. I got a little behind. Yeah. Well, you got a better reaction because Urbex, you saw my video where I scared those people, but well, they weren't quite as freaked out. Yeah, I really should try to get some of that going. Well, see, Ray, I do carry mace with me. I have 2 small containers of mace, and when I'm alone, a lot of times that sucker's dangling from my pinky on his key ring. Okay, cool. Thanks, Rebexy. I will definitely do that. Amazon Associates. That's what I want. Ooh, yeah, Nikki. Yeah, Nikki. If you were construction, then you got really hateful of scrappers because they steal construction stuff like crazy and damage things and Steel equipment. Oh, I had some friends in a construction business around here that a couple of the construction businesses now have armed guards around some of the sites. You're fired. What did I miss there, Explorer NC? There you go. There you go, Jay Wade. Now that would be good for your channel, man. That would fit right in with some of your stuff. Heck yeah. Accounting construction boss hates scrappers. Oh yeah. I'll bet your boss is just violent about scrappers. Yeah, see Ray Ray. Now there's what Tenzo Roku and I were talking about earlier, Ray Ray. He was on a couple of pages where some of the new urban explorers come in are very angry that sites aren't just openly shared to them. And what Ray Ray says there is true, or is why we don't openly share with a lot of people, because they would just disappear. If I openly share the name of a site, it's because it's already openly known and or totally destroyed, or an owner has said I can do so. Nikki, just because you're a girl don't mean anything. Pepper spray, even the odds. Oh, there you go, Ray Ray, yeah. Yep. Well, see, Urbex, you're in Scotland, so carrying a gun over there is even worse than here. We are legally able to carry concealed over here a lot of times. But in some areas, if you're committing a crime while carrying that concealed weapon, then instead of a misdemeanor of trespassing, which is either a ticket or a fine or something like that, you can get a felony, which can mean jail times and maybe not ever be able to carry again. Well, that's cool, Devon. I've done one abandoned hotel, but yeah, I'll just nice, NC. Yeah, abandoned hotel. I've had one, but not a good one. I want a much better one. I mean, some of these guys I would love to get. I don't know how they run into some of these. That's why sometimes I'm hoping on some of my trips, I always keep my eyes open on the road. I've run into abandoned houses and stuff just on the road while going to explorers. Pajerico! Hey, man, so you are number 3 from Scotland tonight. Scotland is dang represented here tonight. At Magnus, Urbexy, and now Pajerico. Pajerico's had a great 2018, guys. He is kicking it really good. Not just with great places, but good vids off those places. Exactly, Tenzo Roku. A lot of the abandoned places have weapons everywhere. Unfortunately, it has weapons for the bad guys, too. Evelyn, I've noticed you've had some pretty good stuff out lately, too. I think I commented on some of your stuff on, was it Abandoned Urbex? I'm sorry, I lose track of name of some of the pages. But I think I commented on some of your stuff lately. It's really nice. Catherine, how you doing, hon? You see, Tons of Roku, somebody's going to be a jerk and attack me. I want to be slightly one step up. And I'll tell you what, the pepper spray I got will shoot 30 feet, so... Exploitation, nice. Yeah, Ray Ray did say that. Exploration unknown is what Ray Ray means. I know who he's talking about. Yeah, I've called the police on scrappers now twice. Or three times. Because I don't want to see these places destroyed. And if these people confuse scrappers with urban explorers too much. Have I, Nikki? I'm not as into the paranormal, but I will tell you some of the places I've been in are just outright creepy. When you're in an abandoned hospital by yourself, it's getting dark, and there's dripping water sounds and tons of personal items left. It's creepy. Well, Catherine, we are having us a spirited night in here tonight. I do ask once in a while, everybody, YouTube does still use it in their analytics. Please give me a thumbs up while you're here. Feel free to bring things up. Everybody's chatting really good. We got some good stuff going in here. Yes, Devon is into the paranormal a lot more than I am. Pajerico, you're new in. I don't know if you and Urbexy know Explore NC. He's one of the newer people I've been talking to lately. He's pretty new on putting his channel on, but he's got amazingly great explorers. So give him a glance, guys. See, Explore NC, I don't mind solo explorers. I'll do it either way. I love abandoned places. I will go dead alone, even in the creepy spots. My wife has a limit, though. If it's too dangerous, she does expect me to go with somebody. But I like to do it either way. I don't mind alone, and I really don't mind collabing. I like it either way. Well, Devon, I haven't disliked any of your videos. I love so many of them. How am I doing, Pajerico? I'm not doing too bad, man. My lungs are doing decent. The last antibiotics seem to have kicked everything back down for a while. Chicken. Nice, Diamond. It's, I don't know. I'm doing pretty good. I just hope I can maintain this to get out there. But no, I explore MC. I like to explore with or without people. If I can't find somebody I like to explore with, I will go out and do it on my own. I do like collabing in some areas for safety. Alone in some areas, I know for a fact from some other explorers I know, some of the places I want to go, you do not go alone. It is not safe even then. When I go to Detroit, I'm going as a group. Tenzel Roku's going. Tay is going from Canada. I think Bouncer B might be coming from Canada. Be Lang Straub and me and maybe one other guy. And we're going to need a group in some of those areas. See, Devon, I got to get out there and explore with you because you got some of the buildings you've seen are just gorgeous. Tay is planning on going, Devon. He says he is in for the Detroit trip. Just I got to get closer to the season when I talked to Lang, because he's the one living there, and see when the best time we can all plan to get there together is. And it sounds like Tenzo Roku is going to be going too. Hey, Devon, you're welcome to go, man. Yeah, Pajerico, you'll be very happy. You'll love Explore NC's vids. He's got some good vids. I actually put a link to his channel in the end credits of my last vid because I was very impressed. Have I Urbexy felt a spiritual presence? I'm not sure if he does a paranormal. Well, Devon, how about this? I'll keep you. Oh, your parents wouldn't let you go, even with a group of. Tell your mom to watch my vids. Tell her you're going with a semi-grown adult. A semi-adult. But yeah, like I was saying earlier, everybody, especially if you're an explorer that's on here right now, find somebody, at least a couple people you like in this list, who you like, and put a card for their channel or one of their vids in one of your vids here or there. Or the little subscribe to or check out this channel link in the end credits. Help each other out. YouTube's going to put this onerous on us to really kick ourselves up there more. Then help each other get that leg up and get there. Like I said, I've put Among the Unknown in a couple of mine. Pajerico and Abandoned New Zealander in a good amount of mine. I've put Urbexy in. Try to help each other out. Give a leg up a little bit. Put Explorer and C at the end of one of mine. Well, I don't know, Explorer and C. I don't like to call myself a grown kid. Grown means I have to act grown up, and I don't want to do that. Come on, I'm wearing a He-Man t-shirt to the gym. Ouch. I'm not sure whether to take that as a compliment or not, Devon. That hurts. Oh, and for those of you who don't know, when I say the word Devon, the name Devon, that is among the unknown. He's what I call the head explorer, chief internet operator, and everything of that whole group. Links in the description is always good. Also, I've put my favorite guys and people I collab with and share with in my favorites channel list on the side all the time. I have Pajerico, Bay New Zealand, Urbexy, and a couple others in that too. Yeah, you can do that, or definitely Urbexy. I've added Urbexy, and also Urbexy is, I believe I sent him a link because Bay New Zealand, Urbex Pajerico, me, and Urbexy are all part of what we call the International Exploring Crew, where we are collaborating on sharing videos back and forth between our areas. And we also have an actual International Exploring Crew playlist, and Pajerico has been putting that up lately. Shira? TJ, how's it going? Thanks for stopping in, man. Actually, my wife, that's funny, Pajerico, you mentioned it. My wife just discovered She-Ra on Netflix here recently. And she's like, okay, fine, you're going to watch He-Man, I'll watch this. She didn't really know too much about She-Ra. So what's up tonight, TJ? Yes, actually, you can add on the list if I send you the right link, Devon. We're each trying to keep at least a couple videos in that list. Well, Urbexy, I don't know if you know, but Pajerico has set up an International Exploring Crew. I don't know, I'm sure how do you put that? You sent me this morning, Pajerico. But yeah, you can add, if we add you to that list, you can actually add on my channel, Devon, in that playlist. So we can do that with each other too. You can share where you can add to each other. Yes, and thank you for bringing that up, Pajerico. Tomorrow, 5 p.m. Central here in America, about 11 p.m. Pajerico time, for Pajerico, Urbexy, and Magnus, we are going to be live on Hangouts. It's going to be me, Pajerico, dude behind the camera, and Bane in New Zealand, and I'm not sure if there's anybody else. Yeah, I will try to send the links in Messenger, Devon. I just gotta find it and try to forward it to you. That would be cooler, Bexy. Devon, contact dude behind the camera, and I give him he's kind of our tech man, and he's the one that sets us up and helps us all out. So, shoot dude behind the camera a request. Give him a chat. You can find him. He's easier to talk to on Instagram, I believe. So Instagram, dude behind the camera, and he'll let you know if he thinks we got enough room or whatever to go get you in there. But yeah, I mean, I have to say, I have to thank everybody though. I haven't been doing this. I've been urban exploring for about 30 years. But I haven't done YouTube even a year yet. And I thank everybody for how much support I have gotten on here. And I'm not talking about just the subscribers. I'm talking about my friends I've run into on here. I mean, Pajerico and Abandoned New Zealand have been, they ran into me early on and have been very supportive, very helpful, very good friends. Dude behind the camera was right after. The three of them have been amazing to me, and now it's had me meet the rest of you. I'm enjoying running into a lot of you and meeting you, and I really hope to meet a lot of you in person. I enjoy meeting other people in person who really love doing this. Cool. Got the drone up, TJ? I haven't had my drone up for about 30 days. Last time I flew my drone, it was in a snowstorm. Just doing some snowstorm footage. My drone needed a little flight time. And I was testing out my new lights I hooked to my drone. They're so-so. In a tight building, they'll be okay. But no, seriously, what Jericho said is right. If you've never met him, check out Dude Behind the Camera. He's on YouTube. But also, he's a great guy. He does, sometimes on his, it'll be late night for him, but it'll be super early morning, like 4:30 in the morning for us here in America. He just live streams some of the parties he has. It's fun to get in on that. So check out the Dude Behind the Camera. I do see Urbexy is asking about websites, and that is something I need to do, and I think a lot more of us should be doing it, possibly. You could post larger stuff on there. I do know I did do a little more research. That YouTube does kind of do some underhanded stuff with our vids if the embed is on. Like Urbexy says, if you're doing a site, you kind of have to embed. So I don't know. And I'm not as tech savvy about that, so I may get lost a little bit on some of that. Well, let's do a little YouTube questioning here. I know Pajerico's been doing amazing. He's got it going on. I wasn't feeling too good for about a month or so there, so I kind of slowed me down a little bit. My subscribers aren't doing too bad. I'm kind of, if I could get even 50% of the people that watch my videos to subscribe, I would be doing amazing. But my watch time is going through the roof. I've almost got the watch time to monetize, but the subscribers I don't have. It's amazing. The last month I've got about 19,000 minutes. But my subscribers is definitely lagged. My analytics are not showing the best. My analytics are showing that I only get like 36% of my watchers subscribing, even though a lot of people keep coming back. I'm about there myself, Devon. Dude, Devon, Reddit, man, just stick with Reddit, though. You gotta keep throwing on Reddit. Reddit helps a lot. It really does. In fact, I've had to go back because I didn't use Reddit or Google Plus on some of my earlier videos. And I'm starting to go back and put them on there and help those out, too. Also, I've been going back over and redoing my thumbnails and my tags and stuff like that. Yeah, most of my views come from Reddit and Facebook. Only a few of my videos have ranked, I guess, and are actually kind of climbing. One of them that Devon hates a lot. He's tired of hearing about. But Jericho's had a couple real good ones this year. He's got some vids that have really climbed some good numbers. I'm great. It's so cool to see that because he puts out a very high quality video product every time. You know, I will say Jericho cheats. He's got amazingly gorgeous sites over there that we do not have here. So while me and Devon are trying to show abandoned houses or churches that are 60, 100 years old, Jericho's showing, well, here's a church from 1200 AD. Not fair. We should have to handicap Jericho a little bit. Yeah, exactly. Same here, Urbexy. I'm a member, me and Tenzo Roku. I know him and I are a member of a couple of Urbex pages in our areas. I'm also a group. I did get rid of the one or two jerk pages on Facebook, though. Got tired of their crap. And they kind of started sniping my channel for a while, but they've stopped. Devon also has everybody on Facebook, Pitts Burbex, which I like the name. Check his Facebook page. And I think Devon is okay with, there it is, Pitts Urbex, sorry. Devon, are you okay with some of these guys maybe posting a video here and there on your channel, on your page, I mean? Get a little word out there and mix it up a little bit? Jericho, I can't wait till someday we get to do this. You, me, and a band in New Zealand have got to. I've even had other people now, fans of all three of us, kind of say they can't wait till we get together and explore. And it's still a plan I'm working for. My wife says it's great we have a goal like that. Well, thank you, TJ. I really appreciate that. It's funny because, honestly, and I'm not trying to stroke my ego or anything, you're not the first person to say it. I've had a lot of people say, why don't you have more subs? And I don't know. Especially since my analytics show my watch time has really jumped. Like I said, I'm just barely shy of the 20,000 minutes a month right now. It's, I don't know, my subs just aren't climbing. I don't know, I don't go to a lot of sub sites either, which are going to start getting in trouble with YouTube now. I appreciate that, guys. I mean, TJ and Jericho, my channel, I don't think of myself as amazing. I just do this because I love it. I like to share it with people. I like to meet. I've met some of you guys. It's just, and like I said, I just met Explorer NC just recently, and even that was another rush for me. It's not only seeing my videos, but seeing his vids. I mean, I like seeing what you guys are putting out there. That's how much I love urban exploring. Hike with Mike. How is it going, my brave soul? Hike with Mike is one of those outdoorsy guys. And I'll tell you what, I did enough camping when I was a Boy Scout. But his vids are great to watch. I've been enjoying kind of him taking me on the camping and hiking trips on me having to go out in the weather. Well, thanks, Pajerico. I don't know. Sorry, I was catching up a little bit again. Oh man, Explore and see. Russia has got one of my. It's got one of my bucket list places, and Chernobyl's one. But one of my bucket places is the space shuttle facility over there in Russia, where they found that whole hangar complex a few years back. They call the Russian space shuttles in it. I would die to see that. Well, so what's up with Hike with Mike tonight? Oh man, you can keep the swamp, man. Whew. But yeah, Explore NC, I'd love to go to Russia. And actually, that's one of the countries I'm allowed to go to. There are a few countries I'm not allowed to go to with my health problem. A few third world nations that I'm really not supposed to set butt in. Well, there you go, guys. There's Devon from Among the Unknown. Check out the Pittsburgh X Facebook group. I've been there. They're very friendly. They are very interested. That whole page is full of people interested in just seeing urban exploring vids and pictures. They're urban explorers at heart. They're not jerks. They're not judgmental. They're nice people. So go check out Devon's page there. It's well worth it. Well, see, Evelyn, Pajerico wants to come here, and I want to go there. But Pajerico and I both want to go to Japan and explore. So we're both kind of working for go to multiple places if we can ever do it. I unfortunately have to get extra okays for some countries I'm not allowed to go to because of my health. Certain places don't have the medical care or the sanitization. Like my doctors say, I can't go nowhere near India. Exactly. Abandon TJ. You're dead. You're on it, man. Because that's why I did the last video on clickbait. Because a lot of the guys on here are dragging. A lot of you are dragging yourself up. Even if you're not an urban explorer, hike with Mike. There are clickbait people in his part of YouTube who are lying clickbaity crap, and it's just really getting annoying. I mean, for us as urban explorers, urban exploring, I think, is probably one of the most clickbait filled areas of YouTube right now. It's horrendous. We are busting our butts to try to get any type of viewers, subs, even if it's just to share with people. Then you got these idiots out there clickbaiting, tagging sites, breaking into places, putting fake murder scenes and fake blood out and making things up, and they're getting 400,000 views a video. A couple of these guys I know of have upwards of almost 800,000 subscribers, more than the proper people. The guy I'm kind of calling out in my video, and I'm not going to name him because I don't. If you find his video and want to watch it, fine, but I don't want to send him more watches. That's why I didn't name it and use more of his vid in mine, because the jerk has over like 400,000 views on that video, and he's got like almost 400,000 subscribers, almost as much as the proper people, and almost all of his crap is lies, while the rest of us can't get a foothold. He lies. And I don't want to call him out either, because I'm also don't want to get into a battle. A YouTuber with 600 subscribers, and I want to get in a battle with a YouTuber with 400,000 subscribers, even if his whole channel is based on clickbait, murder scenes, bringing along half-dressed girls trying to act like they're exploring. It's just, I mean, Kiwi Life of Davo, the man with the amazingly well-built Exploro bus. There's Kiwi Life of Davo is New Zealand, for those of you who don't know. So we are representing at least 3 countries. All we need is a couple of my Canadian guys to come in tonight. Can't believe a couple of them haven't showed. Scotland is well represented tonight. We've had at least 4 people from Scotland in here. We got a New Zealander, a good amount of Americans. Tonight's a light night for the Canadians. Exactly. Hike with Mike, you're right. I mean, I'm not as stressed about... I'm not here to make money on YouTube. If I do someday, that's great. From the beginning, I was like, I just want to do this, share it, preserve these places, show these places. There are people that can't get to these places, whether it's jobs, money, time, or health. And I want to show people with illnesses or disabilities like I have that you can get out and do this stuff. You don't have to give up your dreams. If I make money someday, cool. If I don't, I don't. I'm still going to do it. But it still angers me, even if I have never made a penny, it angers me that the clickbaiters are drawing away from what's real out there. A lot of you guys are busting your butts. I don't know. Yeah, I chastised one of the newer people lately. She's a nice girl, but she did a video where found body, and the only thing that was found body was she had an article. She posted a picture of the article where somebody found a body in this storm drain she explored. And I'm like, you really kidding? It's kind of clickbaity. So, yeah. No, TJ, he is not in the UK. He's an American jerk. There's 3 or 4 explorers that I know that are Americans are real clickbait butt nuggets. And like I said, I don't want to mention the names, because then if you go and watch their videos, it just gives them more watches. I mean, if you want, I'll take a vote. I want to take a vote. We have 12 people on here. I want to see how many want to hear a name or 2 of the people that are kind of clickbaity. One group I can't remember is these 2 kids. I always forget their names. They are 100% clickbaits. Oh, there you go, Urbexy. Okay, the video I did where I was debunking, the kid's name is Chris Condon. And let me see, here it is. Oops, I didn't do it. Crazy thing. Well, that's okay, Catherine. They'd have to scan through. They're not, I don't think they're watching. I can see who's watching. It's mostly my normal people on here watching. And to get to this point, even though you can now, the chat is saved, they'd have to get an hour and 40 minutes in on my chat and give me another view to even get to it to find it. But yeah, he's the one, he also spray painted his name all over that site, and people told me he spray paints his name on almost every site. We saw him spray paint his name and his YouTube channel in at least 15, 20 places. Sean says it was closer to 30, but he was stopped counting around 26. There's him, there's another one, has the initials are MS, who does tons of clickbait. There's these two kids. It's like Chris and Cody, or Chris and something. Other these two kids that do tons of them too. And they've got like 450,000 subscribers. This end go to places. See, now that's crap, TJ. That is extremely frowned on here, man. Yeah, well, Catherine, as you know, Catherine, tagging sites is out of the Urbex code. You do not tag sites. You don't tag them. And a lot of places will shun you if they find out you tag. They'll kick you out. So yeah, you got to watch who you share with. I mean, I share with people I know and trust. I know a lot of pages and groups I'm a member of now have a litmus test where if you want to want a site, you have to be able to send at least 3 or 4 videos of you at the site showing a good video of you what you're exploring and how you do it, so they know you're not someone that damages places. So you got to guard your sites, but it is good to share with other explorers if you know they're real explorers, because then the rest of us can see stuff and get that out there. But you just got to be careful. And Hike with Mike, if I do give out a location, it's because the place is so open, it's well known and totally open and destroyed totally already, or I've had okay from the ownership to do so. Hey, thanks, Explorer NC. Everybody check his channel. He's one of the newer guys I've run into, and his vids, he's going to grow pretty fast, I think. If he can keep doing what he's doing, he's going to grow fast. But yeah, I mean, that's the person who did that one. Please do me a favor. Don't give him a lot of watch. Or I don't think YouTube even cares if you thumbs down anymore. You could probably thumbs down 1,000,000 times. They don't give a rat's butt. It's the watch time. Dude, Tenzo Roku, you say that, but there's a guy that posts on at least 2 of the pages. Can't remember his name. And he's also on Google Plus. I'd have to look him up. But that's what he does. He posts. He's been exploring for 15 years or so, and he posts things only after they've been destroyed or after they've been remodeled and you can't get into them anyways, or something new. That's what he does. So you're kind of joking, but yeah. There you go, TJ. Yeah, Pajerico now, I mean, if somebody's got a YouTube channel that you can actually look at, or you go to Facebook and they've got a whole list of images and pictures they've taken, and you can get a feel for if they're a true explorer or a damaging person. And if it's a true explorer, like Tenzo Roku, I've met him, I've explored with him. He brought me in on a really cool site that I'm going to have out here soon. Tenzo Roku, I will share sites with. He talks to me about how he's annoyed by some of these people that just want sites for free. They've got nothing, but they just want it for free. They come into these pages brand new and just gimme, gimme, gimme. But Tenzo Roku is one of the guys close to me, and I would share every site with him. And I'm still hoping he comes down here in the next 20, 30 days, because I think he'd love the abandoned rest home I just went back through again. I think it'd be great. I know how to get into it now, at least for right now. And I think it'd just be, he'd love it. He's a good photographer. I think he'd love it in his videos. He's starting to put out some good vids now, too. Exactly, Devon. See, like this. Devon, if you came over here, I know what you do. I've seen you and your crew. You guys come here, you can have whatever I've got. Devon, if you get here, I will give you some of the sites I've explored in. Hell, I already gave you one. Go to Old Reed. I don't know if you can get that far. Or April. May or April? Yeah. Exactly, Tenzo Roku. Yeah. I was shooting for April for Gary also. Probably mid-late April for Gary, Indiana. But yeah, Devon, if you want in on any of these trips, let me know, man. Because I don't know if your parents would let you go if they got to know any of us or not. But just let me know. And the other guys in here have seen your stuff. They know you're a real explorer also. So I don't know. Well, Devon, hopefully I get your way this year. I said, health is my number one thing. I have to be careful. Then money. Money's a biggie. I know Jericho's been doing a lot of traveling and driving around lately. He's got some great sites. But for you guys in Scotland and England, you guys have a good area of country to handle, but America is huge. And, I mean, you can drive if I want to go see Fuzz out on the East Coast, it's a 15-hour drive if I drove straight through. It's 15 hours. It's like, ugh. To get to California is even farther. You know, Devon, people may see what Devon wrote and laugh a little, but Devon's mom does explore with him. She brings him places. She's helped him with the police. She's gone into sites. His mom is great. Dude, she is like cool and on it. If she came, I wouldn't even mind. Dude, Devon, I wouldn't even care if you brought me to one of your sloppy seconds. You got places I haven't seen. And sometimes having somebody that knows the area is a good thing. Yeah, but Devon, your mom supports what you do. She's helped you out. I mean, that's apparent. Well, Nikki, you can keep it. We're getting a little bit of snow here tonight, but it's not going to be much. The temperature is hovering around freezing. So we've had a mix the last 48 hours of sleet, rain, snow, back and forth. It's kind of a cluster mess here right now. Right now it's like 32 degrees, 33 degrees, and extremely wet. Exactly, Urbexy. Yeah, I mean, you guys don't have a small country, but we are definitely large area. Yeah, I know, Devon, but your mom supports you. See, Devon says his mom doesn't go all the time. How many parents support them doing this? Well, TJ, you know what? You aren't too far from Urbex and Jericho. You have a better chance of exploring with those guys right now than I do so far. So, I mean, TJ, if you're in England, you should hook up with those two guys. The three of you guys could do a hell of a collab. That'd be great. Well, see, Devon, that's what's great about what we do. We can start keeping this stuff when it gets knocked down. We can share it. Because I know that nursing home / long-term care hospital I've been in a couple times now, it's going to be gone sometime. Sooner or later, the court battle is going to be over. And the court's going to rule that one of these two cut places, either the city or the company still owns this thing and have to do something with it. Devon wants the snow. Actually, Devon, I think it is going east, but I think it's farther east than you. I think the East Coast is bracing for a bunch of snow or something. Hey, Martha! How's it going? Oh, Martha, trust me, hon, I ain't giving up. I've had people, I've had people that don't know me comment or ask me, like, wow, you're breathing awful hard on your videos. And I have to tell them that I have a lung condition, that I actually have. I have between 30 and 35% of my lungs operating right now. And I'm still out there puffing away. Oh, man. Thanks for coming in, Martha. Yes, Nikki, it is getting cold again. We have, it's going to be like 18 degrees Fahrenheit coming up overnight here the next couple days, or if there's a high or something. It's like, ugh. Well, welcome back, Bajerico. But no, I mean, that'd be great if, TJ, you could link up with Bajerico and Urbexy. Oh, man, Devon. Well, that's cool, TJ. See, that's great. There's some, okay, my dad absolutely loves what I do. He can't figure out how to operate YouTube. My dad actually does do internet. He's 70 years old, but he can do internet. But he can't figure out how to operate YouTube. But he does like what I do, and he's very interested in what I do. My mom doesn't get it at all. She does not understand it. Hey, welcome back, Jay Wade. Hey, TJ, while you're here, I was going to ask you. And we've talked about this before, so Devon, don't get on me. I'm not going to go into a long thing. On a lot of the Facebook pages and even on some YouTube stuff, there's been a decent amount of UK people really going after other urban explorers. There seem to be a lot of UK guys are great, but there seems to be a contingent of UK explorers that think they own urban exploring and have gone out of the way to make some pages nasty and attack anybody who does urban exploring on YouTube or any type of video. Hopefully you don't run into that over there much, man. I mean, a lot of the guys seem really cool. I've even talked to a few. There's a couple I talk to and watch regularly, but I don't know. It's just kind of weird. Oh man, TJ, I'd love to get over there. I actually, my dad has traced a huge amount of my family from over there. My first name is some type of ancient Scottish or something for boy or boy child or something. So, so, so yeah, our family's got some big contingent over there. My dad he's got our kilts all picked out or some crap like that and family patterns. He knows our crest and stuff, so. Hey, probably find out I'm a distant relative of Pacherico's or Urbex's or something. Or Catherine's. How tall am I? Okay, I'm not very tall. For a CF person, for somebody with my lung problem, I'm decently tall. We don't grow very well normally. I'm 5'7.5". And I weigh 163. Which also is very heavy for somebody with my lung problem. Usually we're very underweight and undernourished. But I exercise incessantly and eat very well and have a lot of protein. So I'm not the tallest guy. Oh yeah, we're about the same height then, Devon. Yeah, Scottish air, man. Oh, I'd love to get over there. Ouch! Actually, Pajerico, I've had this gray since I was in high school. When I grew a goatee in high school, I had gray down here and across here, so I actually cut it off because people were like, "Oh my God, you're gray." My dad says that it goes into the family. He had gray when he was 25. Oh, you know about my condition, Martha? Yeah. Oh, I don't know about an inspiration, Martha. I'm just, I'm crabby. I'm too crabby to let it keep me down and make me give up. It's my lung problem has taken way too much away from me. Actually, Devon, that is one of the other reasons they told me to stop working, because I was stressing myself so much. But I wanted to work long enough to pay off everything I own and put a lot of money in the bank. So I did that. Yeah, I had gray in high school. When I grew my first goatee in high school, I was like, "Oh my god!" So I kept it a while and just shaved it off, and I didn't have it again until I didn't have a goatee again until just before I met my wife. Then I grew a goatee. You know, I tell her the gray's gotten worse because of her the last 10 years. Wow, Catherine, that's young for the ladies. My wife is younger than me. She's had a gray hair or two, and she doesn't dig it. They disappear suddenly. Oh, Pajerico. I tried pulling them when I was younger, but they hurt, man. They do hurt. Catherine, you sure are. You take it better than most ladies. Most ladies like, you like your silver. See, I know a lot of people that say it actually doesn't look bad or doesn't make me look older, but I don't know. Well, why does it matter, TJ? Okay, if you enjoy what you're doing, TJ, then don't give a crap. I've seen your vids. I have no problem with what you do. And who cares if you do it with your mom? I'm more impressed that your mother does that. That your mother's good with you doing that. That she's supportive. I mean, that's great. Your mom is helping support your dream. I mean, come on. That's a great thing for a parent to be doing. That's what I told her, Devon. And if you look at our wedding photos, it wasn't as gray. You know? Huh. So yeah, I do blame some of the gray on her. I do know that since I grew the side pieces, it does show a little more gray because it's up here. I don't know. I wonder if maybe since I'm going to be looking pretty on YouTube, maybe I should try to color it out a little bit. I know it goes away a lot if I take my trimmer, because the little white ones grow a lot faster than the normal ones. And if I take my trimmer and really go through it well, it looks a lot darker again as it cuts the white hairs that are covering the dark hairs down a little bit. Exactly, Jay Wade, and you've been out with your son on one of your vids, and you guys had a great day go karting and everything, and that was cool. Even though it seemed like he was not as into the video making as you were, Jay Wade. Oh man, exactly, Catherine. You're right. I mean, it's hard to get parents to support their kids in anything these days, let alone something like this. A lot of parents don't understand this, don't get it, or don't want to take the time to spend with their children. So TJ, who gives a let the haters be haters. They can be jerks. You know what? You're out doing something. They're not. And your mom is setting you up for success in a lot of things you do because she's supporting and not stopping you from doing what you want to do like this. This is not something horrible, damaging. You're learning a lot of things to do here. So go with it, love it, enjoy it. I'll see, Devon, I wish I'd been doing it that long because I've been exploring, God help me, for 30 years. And I had friends tell me 10 years ago, dude, go on YouTube, do this. And for years, I watched Exploring with Josh and all these guys, and I was like, God, I've been doing this longer than you guys. Now I come in and it's kind of late, but. Okay, now that's bad, Jay Wade, because as far as fathers go, Jay Wade, come on. How many kids can say their dad does YouTube? That's got to be much cooler than a lot of parents. And a lot of parents don't go YouTube. No problem, Jericho. Thanks, man. I will talk to you later. And I got to watch your video, by the way. I just caught up on a band in New Zealand stuff. Tell you what, band in New Zealand, his videos aren't as long sometimes, but that boy is prolific. He just puts out vids. Of course, he's also in gorgeous weather in New Zealand. So he's cheating. Have a good one, Jericho, man. Boy, Urbex, see, that's a good one. My wife said that one when they told me I had to stop my job. She goes, you know what? You spent your whole life doing what you were supposed to do or what you had to do. Now you get a chance to actually do something you like or want to do. Martha, getting but Martha, it's late there. But Jericho, Urbexy, and Catherine, I mean, it's like 1 a.m. there for them. You can't use 1:30 in the morning. $600 subs on my channel is still young. Okay. Oh no, I know. Oh no, trust me, Devon. I'm not upset about where my channel's at. I'm extremely happy. I mean, I'm very appreciative of every person who has watched my stuff and subbed me and is and run into guys like and people like you on here. Oh, sorry, Catherine. I mixed you up with Evelyn. Sorry, Evelyn. I didn't mean to do that. I know better. I know the difference. I know Catherine's here and Evelyn's over there. Because I've looked at some of Evelyn's work lately, which hopefully she notices I am looking at all of her stuff on there. Put out some really good stuff lately. I enjoy going around. I wish I had more time to go around to the exploring stuff. It's hard to keep up with YouTube because I like to watch all you smaller people. I mean, I was watching Jay Wade doing his cooking stuff last weekend. Kind of enjoying the Sunday morning 3 cooks thing. Thanks, Catherine. But yeah, sorry, but yeah. Evelyn is, guys, that girl, she is Facebook, she's YouTubing, she's on Instagram. I swear I put up something on Instagram, she's like ding, and like, wow. Hey, everybody, I did mention it once. Please go to my Twitter. I have like 1 follower on Twitter, that's Fuzz. Most things I haven't done anything with it until now. I just started to mention it. Dude behind the camera, the band in New Zealand, and I think Jericho also said I should probably be doing something more with my Twitter, so I'm going to. But I'm also exploring with CF on Twitter, so give me a follow me or whatever it is on Twitter there. Oh, Christ. Yes. Urbex foot? Yeah. I've also found something else. I have a pair of good Red Wing boots I wear for some explorers. They're waterproof and got good soles on them, so you don't get nails through your foot. But they also don't step down the same way as you do in good running shoes, and it makes your camera jerk a little. It makes things shaky. So I do prefer to wear my tennis shoes when I can, but like the long care hospital I was just in, you got to have boots. It's wet. So Tenza Roku, you come down for that place, bring boots. Yeah, I'm pretty sure Evelyn. I'm pretty sure Urbexy that Evelyn is the one that puts out some exploring great pics and little videos on one of the Facebook pages I'm on. It's abandoned something on Facebook. Sorry, it's hard to keep track of all the names. Yeah. Yeah, sometimes you're just coming up with titles. See, boy, that's still my biggest weakness is titling. I still got that thorn in my ass, guys. I got that one video that still isn't really doing anything, and I think it's one of my greatest videos, and it ain't budging. I've tried changing the thumbnail, retitling, messing with the tags. It just doesn't like it. So yeah, I don't know. That poor school video, I'm just going to have to... Thanks, Urbexy. I will reciprocate when it... This thing hasn't dinged. Why is it not dinging? It's Twitter supposed to ding me. Oh, there it is. I had to open my mouth. There's my Star Trek sound. I am doing a rant. I'm going to do a live stream. If not tonight, I'm doing it tomorrow, Devon. A little bit of a rant about something dude behind the camera wants me to go on about. He wants me to do a little rant about YouTube having a problem lately with people that fake subscribe you, or they subscribe and unsubscribe then. And some of the crap that YouTube talks about cleaning up YouTube, but really isn't. I mean, YouTube clickbait, if you look at YouTube's rules, clickbait lying is actually against YouTube's rules, but they're not really doing anything to clean it up. And the person who stole my channel art and name and stuff and is kind of faking my channel, after all the complaints to YouTube about it, they're still there. So, yeah, YouTube isn't cleaning crap up. He wants me to do a rant about that, so that'll be there. And then there's also going to be a couple about some of the crap going on here in America here real soon. Exactly, Urbex. And that's great. I mean, Pajerico and I have talked on the phone through our Facebook. We'll just get tired of texting, and he'll call me or I'll call him. And we'll be talking. That's great that we can do that. No, Evelyn doesn't have a YouTube channel, but she definitely has a fascination, and she is on Instagram. She actually likes my stuff on Instagram faster than a lot of people. That's far okay. Well, it depends how much time I got, because I gotta, when I'm done with my stream here, I gotta go eat. I got chest therapy to do for my lungs and breathing treatments. We'll see what time it is. But I am planning on doing one for my CF channel and one hopefully for my Kylie the Who vlog rant channel. So I'm a little behind on those two. Trying to keep up with this one and get out and explore and stuff. You stopped using Instagram after your ex broke up with you. Wow. Banished it from my life. Get a different Instagram, man. Makeshift bridge turns out before. Oh. Whoops. Nice, TJ. Real nice. Jeez. Yeah, you gotta watch it, TJ. That's why that's the reason I don't go at night. Besides, if you go exploring at night, a lot of times your chances of getting caught are much, much higher. I've talked about it before. I got a few exploring groups I know of that keep whining about getting caught so much. Well, I'm like, stop going at night. Your lights show up. Well, there you go, Devon. You need one. Dude, what's up, man? The second New Zealander for the night. Davo beat you, dude. Been a good 3-country night, or 4. Kind of. America. A lot of people from Scotland. A couple from New Zealand. One from England. You know, it's kind of UK-ish, but I'm like, I consider them kind of different countries still. Right? Hey, dude. I was just, Devon was asking me about my Kylie the Who, and yeah, I got a rant to do either tonight or tomorrow, and it's going to be your YouTube request about the weird subs and the lack of cleanup actually going on YouTube for all their preaching about what the hell's going on. I mean, you know, they'll go after creators and make it harder to make anything here on YouTube while they're raking it in, but they don't really clean anything up. So that's I'm gonna try it now. I'm gonna also try to do them as a live stream, dude. It'll either be tonight or tomorrow, depends on my time for tonight. But yeah, so I got to catch up on those two channels to try to keep up with everything here. So what's going on, dude? Thanks, Evelyn. Evelyn, thank you for coming in. And Evelyn, you are there all the time, hon. I mean, you comment on videos on the channel. You come on the live streams. You pop up on Instagram. Hon, you are everywhere. I mean, I really I appreciate that. It's nice to have you hang out here. Make sure you pop up and really bring up some topics and ask some good questions. I mean, you're here, hon. So you might as well pop in there a little bit. I'm sorry, dude. I've had a couple good ones. My wife has unfortunately been the brunt of a few of them. So a lot of them have been political from here in America. So, but yeah, the YouTube one comes up either tonight or tomorrow. I'm doing that one. So yeah, I can't believe I didn't get more hate or watches on my Harley Davidson rant. I would have thought that would have drawn out some major hatred. Maybe it's just because that channel is so unknown. I think if that channel was bigger, I'd probably have enough. I'd probably have to hide my basement forever if that was known very heavily. Because I know some of those guys take their Harley Davidsons really, really serious. Which is the reason for my rant. It's like, good God, it's just a stupid motorcycle. An overpriced motorcycle. The thing is, Urbexy, there's a lot of idiots. There's a lot of idiots who keep watching these guys, the clickbaiters. I mean, I'm not the smartest tool in the shed. I was just an ASC master tech and a shop manager, but you gotta sooner or later realize that not the same guys can keep running into murder scenes and blood at every stupid place they go, but nobody else does. Or they always get chased. Sam and Colby, that's the guys. They're the two of the other clickbaiters that drive me insanely nuts. But sooner or later, people got to realize, I mean, you got 300,000 subscribers and 300,000 or 400,000 views per vid. You think some of these people, if you look how few thumbs down they have, it's crazy. So I don't get it. I don't get the morons that keep watching them. Kylie the Who is among the unknown. That's cute, Devon. Nice. That's actually pretty good. That's like race car. You know, race cars the same both directions, right? That'll mess some people up. Some people don't know that. Tell them to spell race car backwards. Or just tell them say the word race car backwards. Nice, TJ. See, man, your mom is fun. I would not let anybody give a crap about exploring with your mom. Your mom sounds like a blast. Once again, Jay Wade. Jay Wade has got to be one of the coolest dads. I mean, how many of his son's dads are YouTubers? Really? And then your mom is going out exploring with you for your YouTube stuff. I mean, that's like those parents deserve parent coolness awards. Yes, dude, we are. Pajerico just asked me about it. And I think Pajerico said 5 o'clock my time, which is like 11 o'clock his time. That's when, so I think it's what, dude? It's you, me, Pajerico, and Abandoned New Zealand, the four of us. Devon wanted to talk to you about that, dude. So, Devon, there's dude. Talk to dude behind the camera. Because I think Devon might have wanted to see if he could get in on that or not. I don't know if that's possible. So, yeah. But yeah, Jay Wade, don't you? You know your friend, your son's, his friends' dads. I mean, do they do anything like YouTube? Aren't you kind of one of the coolest of the dads? So yeah, I mean, I don't know. I just, oops. Wow, that was a wrong button. Oops. Didn't mean to do that. 12 noon. 12 noon your time, yeah. So that's 6 p.m. Devon's time, 5 p.m. mine, 11 p.m. Pajerico, and 12 noon the next day for Dude Behind the Camera and Abandoned New Zealand. You gotta love technology in the world of time zones, everybody. I mean, Abandoned New Zealand and Dude will be doing some of their best videos. Even Davo. I've caught Davo when I've been up super late. It's like 4 in the morning, and then those guys come on just as I'm trying to go to bed. It's like, oh. So you're like, really? But then you don't want to go to bed because they're doing something really cool. And it's like, ah. See, exactly, Jay Wade. Oh, Jay Wade, yeah. Dude behind the camera does a lot of stuff. He's also, he's a great guy. Another one of the, yeah, two, like I said before, not picking on anybody else, but two countries have been really, really helpful and friendly to me. Scotland and New Zealand have been two of the friendliest groups of people I've met. I've run into friends and supporters from both countries. And, well, kind of, both of them have kind of been on my dream list anyway. My dad wants to go to Scotland so bad it's killing him. But my mom's health is, he doesn't want to leave hers. She can't go that travel distance. There you go, dude. Also, Dude Behind the Camera, Davo, and Bay New Zealand just did a road trip because some of those videos are coming out right now. There's a New Zealand road trip. And, dude, didn't you kill your van on that road trip? Ooh, dude, that is perfect, Urbexy. Exactly. Need a time zone called web time. Yeah, exactly. That would be perfect if we just had one zone called web time. That'd be great. Then nobody have to do math. You all have your little web time thing up here. It says, well, I'll see you at 3 o'clock web time. That'd be perfect. Even if it was in military time, that'd be great. Well, I've got Scotland and New Zealand in my phone, so I just automatically look at it and it's right there, so I know what you guys are up to. Davo! Like I said, New Zealand's well represented here tonight. Well, dude, I have not seen a lot of that model of van for a long time. Isn't that the model of the Toyota van you have to pick up? Is the engine's under the seat, and you got the tiny little hole to work on the engine through? A lot of those were gone a long time ago, man. You were holding on to one of the last 5 on the planet, I think. Talk to you later, Devon, man. Thanks. And once again, if you haven't done it, please give me a thumbs up because YouTube does still use those thumbs ups in their ranking analytics. They don't use it. You know, it's not their big thing, but they do use it. But you did still have the Davo van, the Davo bus, which that is a badass looking thing, Davo. Whew. 1,000,000 Ks. See, in miles, that's, I don't know. It's hard to keep track. Kilometers, miles are different. You know, kilometers makes more sense. Oh, yeah, I said it. I live in America, and I think metric makes much more sense. As a mechanic, I use metric more anyway. 99% of my tools are all metric. If a 13 don't fit, try a 14. English, 9/16, 5/8. What the hell's that? Well, it's a cool looking bus, though, Davo. I mean, it looks like it's in amazing shape. And you've tricked it out, man. It's not even like a bus. It's like a home on wheels. And it's set up the way you want it. Dude, and I'm glad, I forgot that you had a drone. Because I know I've been in New Zealand and Dude talked about drones and how expensive they are over there. I'm glad you've got one. And isn't yours a yours is a Phantom 3, right? I've just got a little spark. Thanks for coming, Devon. I'll talk to you later, man. Hopefully tomorrow night. I'm going to be out of here in about 10 minutes, Devon. Because I got chest therapy to do, breathing treatments, and see if I can still do live streams on my other 2 channels yet tonight. Ooh, you're getting a Phantom 3, dude? Cool. Tell you what, Phantom 3, doesn't that be the brand new Phantom 5 and stuff? The Phantom series is a solid platform. They are solid flight. They do good video, good pictures. Okay, so you've got a Phantom 4, Davo. Okay. So you're pretty up to date, Davo. The Phantom 4 that's a hell of a drone. Yeah. Hey, Devon, you should do a live stream here and there. GPS shadow drone? Never heard of that one. Oh, thanks. That was something else I got to take time to look up. Yeah, but see, what I like about my Spark is it is small. One, my Spark doesn't scare or annoy anybody. The Phantom is a great drone. I'd love to have a Phantom series, but they're huge. I mean, it's hard to carry on and explore. And then things like this. My Spark is like as big as my hand. And also, if I crash my Spark, I know guys have the Mavics. Don't crash a Mavic. They're not as solid. They break easy. My Spark has crashed multiple times, as you saw in the hospital video. And the little thing survives. It's small, it's carryable, it's indestructible. My little Spark does a good job. When DJI is not screwing it up. When DJI keeps making it work worse. Dude, there's nothing wrong with a Phantom 3. Phantom 3 is a solid drone. It's very solid. And it's great flights. I mean, dude, you're going to love it. 4K. 2.4K. Well, see, my hey, good night, Tenzo Roku. Thanks for coming, man. I can't wait another few weeks. We can start planning, man. Do some trips. I do like the Spark. The Spark does 4K pictures. It would do 4K video, but they use part of the processor for the video to do the other stabilization axis, which they don't need to. They should make it so you can turn that on and off so you can do 4K video. Because if you're in tripod mode on the Spark, it is so level you don't even need the other axis of stabilization. So for them to do that and take your 4K away is stupid. It's the same processor unit that and camera that the Mavic uses. It'll do 4K. There's this 2-axis gimbal. They use the other part of the processor to do the stabilization. That's one thing I'll say. The Spark has a short flight time, but once again, it's small. That's the one thing I have against the Phantom series. They're huge. The Phantoms are like this. I mean, they're big. And my Spark is like a speck compared to them. And I like how I can carry it. They got the Mavic Air right now. Is a pretty cool drone. But I'm not touching anything because they're coming out. DJI is coming out with a couple other drones soon. And there's also a talk that they may update the Spark to where you can turn the 1-axis stabilization on just shooting 4K in it. You know, 90% of stuff out there isn't 4K yet. So maybe in the future, but you don't need 4K right now anyway. I don't know, dude. I'm not even sure how to do that. If you want me to, and I can talk to you about it, sure, I'll do that. But I'm not sure how to do it. I would have to be taught. I mean, I don't know if I can go to live here and it streams through Hangouts somehow live, or if I have to use my encoders still. I don't know. I'm just hoping to be able to use Hangouts on my normal computer, so I don't do it on my phone, which still worked. But you know, maybe I'll try my tablet. At least it's a bigger screen. I'll tell you what, the Spark. All right, dude. Well, it will be a little while after, dude, because after I get off here, I got chest therapy to do and breathing treatments, and I got to eat dinner. So it's, you know. You see, J-Wade, that's why a lot of people aren't using 4K. One, 90% of the displays out there right now won't even do 4K. A lot of people still don't have 4K capability. The video size and the storage size, it takes up your storage so fast. You can fill a terabyte drive a lot quicker than you think. And then the processing, like you said, is so slow to process. And then there's a lot of computers and even cell phones won't process 4K video, even if you're trying to edit. So you gotta watch that, especially if you're trying to get it in the format that YouTube likes. All right, dude, that's cool. I'll get a hold of you yet tonight. Then maybe I'll just hey, dude, are you still on Facebook at all, or are you just on Hangouts? Because either way, we'll figure out a way to talk. See, yeah, exactly, Davo. It does take a lot of space. I've used 4K. My cam will do 4K, and I've used it, and oh my God, does it eat up your storage. Also, a lot of cameras will only do 4K in a certain amount of time because your cameras get very hot. All right, dude. Instagram it is. I'll get a hold of you on Instagram in a couple hours or so when I'm done therapy and mowing down some food. And I got to work that in because I still want to try to do at least one more live stream tonight on my other two channels. Get that done. But yeah, I don't know if I'm not in a hurry to go 4K. My camera will do 4K. And I actually film almost just short of 5K. So that's kind of cool. It'll do that. But I just haven't felt the need yet to do it. I did it once or twice. It's like, that's so much. It's a lot of power on everything in space. Yeah, exactly. See, there's a lot of cams. Even a lot of DSLRs. And handy cams and cell phones, if you use them on 4K, they get hot. And they will shut down after a certain amount of time. I need a GoPro so bad because Devon was right. My cheapy action cam, it's actually an amazingly good dash cam, and it works pretty good during the day, but any type of dimish lighting, and it sucks. So I'm looking on Facebook Marketplace in my area for a used GoPro, like a GoPro 3 Hero or something like that. That'd be the 4 or 5. I think even a cheap GoPro would be better than my cheapy one. Exactly, dude. From what I found out, 90 to 95% of most people don't even have 4K video capability. Either their computer or TV screens won't do it, or their satellite or cable hookup won't do it, or their stereo receiver won't pass through 4K or whatever. 4K isn't going to be prevalent for another 10 years probably. Maybe 5. I don't know. They don't worry about it when most people's going 4K. But if you look on YouTube, most things aren't 4K for a reason. And YouTube isn't pushing 4K because of the size requirements. Now, if you look at it from YouTube's thoughts, can you imagine the server farm and processing power and everything they're going to have everybody suddenly goes 4K? Holy crap. I mean, it's so much larger than 1080. I mean, that would make YouTube would have a coronary and probably collapse today if 25% of the people on YouTube suddenly went 4K. I don't think they'd be able to handle it, actually. But yeah, I mean, jeez. That'd be crazy amount of space to suddenly boot up on them. But yeah, dude, I'll get a hold of you on Instagram afterwards. I'm going to look for a used GoPro and get an older model GoPro and have that. So I got the chest mount and the head mount and everything else for my action cam, but it's Yeah, that's what I use, dude. I use 1080-60. Is what it seems to work best. Yeah, 1080-60 FPS. And that seems to be the best. It gives a good, amazing picture and sound and everything else. No blur. And I can still slow it down if I want or speed it up. I can zoom in good. I can still play with it. So 4K is great, but come on. If you think about it, 10 years ago, 1080 was amazing. And it still is. And there's still some places that people are still don't have all the 1080 yet. They still sell a lot of 720 TVs. Well, that's what I'm looking for, Dave. I'm looking for a Hero 3 or 4. And I found some good ones on Facebook in my area, so I'm going to look at them and see what I can find. You're on 30 FPS? Wow. So I shoot 60. My cam, if I'm shooting 30 FPS, it doesn't do near as good in dim lighting. Seems like if I put mine on 60, I do a lot better in dim lighting. So I use the 60 for pretty much everything. Yeah, I got an extra battery for the little action cam I got now. Yeah, they aren't very long. How long is the battery on the GoPros? My little cheapy action cam, my Akaso, I think it is like 45 minutes. And for what I paid for the little Akaso, it does its job, but it's not very good. I might try to use it. I'm doing a second part of the hospital video, and it's not real good. Yeah, exactly, Jay Wade. So I use 60 so I can slow down or speed things up if I want. Which I've been trying to take a little more advantage of. And I got a lot of editing to do in the next couple days, too. 40 or 30 minutes? Okay. So I'll definitely have to have 1 or 2 more batteries. Movie still use 40 hours. Apparently gives the right amount of motion blur. I don't know. I watch a lot of videos on YouTube that are 30 and 60, and it doesn't seem to do anything in my eyes. I have more of a problem with our new TV upstairs. It'll do 4K. We don't use it for 4K. But even that brand new super ultra TV looks funny if you're watching some TV shows. They almost look fake. It's weird. It's almost too ultra reality. Some of the people, it looks weird. Almost like they've gone past reality into fake, back to fake land. It's strange. Who's editing software? Mine, dude. Mine is freeware. Mine is Shotcut, and it works really good. It's got amazing amount of stuff in it for doing my editing especially for free. Yeah, even our new TV, even if it's set on 1080, the highest resolution below 4K, it looks fake even then. And I guess that's a problem with all the new TVs. They've almost gone too ultra reality where it goes past real into fake land. It's really weird. Especially if you're watching like people. Like the newscast, some of the people look weird. I don't know how to describe it. Yep, let me just minimize here without screwing something up. Let's see if I can do that. Yep, Shotcut. And it works amazing. Plus it says I pay nothing. My embedding software, what I'm using for streaming right now, that's freeware too. So I mean, I'm a cheapie. I gotta spend my money on my trips and gas and hotel rooms and explorers. So I save money on all this. And my wife has 2 college degrees in computer editing and 2D graphics engineering and 3D graphics and stuff like that. And she went through and says this one is the best of all the freewares and works almost like a lot like Adobe and some of the others. Adobe is good. Karen, my wife used to use Adobe in her job when she did this for a living. She did editing. But they're also a little more expensive. Show me Power Director on my phone. Yeah, I've heard mine's got editing too, but I've never edited on my phone. Can you use more than one camera? Uh-oh. My stream just did something funny. I don't know if I'm still there or not. Okay. It's back. That was interesting. Well, I know my cam has adjustments. I don't know how the adjustment works. Slow down your frame rate. Yeah, but the 60 FPS seems a lot better in low light. The 60 frames per second, and I let mine do the auto because it actually does really good in auto in low light. So I kind of like that. See, my wife used to have Adobe. She had the disc, but they won't upgrade her license. They want you to pay a monthly fee now. And she said, I looked how expensive it was. Yeah, I saw it buffered. But my wife looked at how expensive Adobe was now, and she said, no. That's when she, knowing having degrees in this, went searching for a bunch of freeware, and she knew where to find some. And so that's when she found three of them. We tested them, and a couple of my first videos were made with the other one, the second, what was it, Open Shot. I think it was the other one that she settled on, one of the two. But Shotcuts turned out to be the best one. It's not very hard to operate. It works smoothly. It's got a lot of features, especially considering it's free. Free is nice. My embedding, my streaming software I'm using to connect to YouTube right now is free. So, only thing I paid for a lot that I mostly use here at home is my home computer, my tower system. I wanted to have enough power to be able to edit properly. I cannot edit on this very well. I'm not a big phone editor. It's so small, and for all you guys that can do that on here really well, man, you guys, I give you props for that because I just can't do it. Yes, Open Shot is limiting Urbex. That's why we only used it a couple times. And my wife said, that's it, we're not using this. And we settled on Shotcut, and Shotcut really, really hasn't let us down. And once again, the price is right. Yeah, Shotcut's done really well. It's got a few quirks here and there, but really, eh. That's okay, Davo. Thanks for coming in, man. I got to get off here anyway. I got test therapy to use. I got to do breathing treatments. I got to eat. And then try to talk to Dude and do a couple more live streams outside my other channels. So, yeah. I've got editor. Heck, even my drone, the Spark has an editing program that's on the app on here. And I haven't even used that. I just download everything on here and sit there, and I got my nice editing set up here, my nice little studio set up, and it's easy to do. So that's kind of what I do. That's just me, but I do live streams off the phone and everything else, but other than that, that's about where I'm at. I like my freeware. If I can get freeware, it gives me more money to use for gas and hotel stays or whatever else I need, or drone props when I crash drones, stuff like that. Thanks, Catherine. I got to go too anyway, hon. But thanks for coming in. Exactly, Urbexy. Yeah, we've learned Shotcut really well. We're sticking with it. It works good, and I'm not going anywhere with it, or at least leaving it. Talk to you guys later. For those of you that don't know, we are doing a Google Hangouts live tomorrow night. It'll be 5 p.m. my time, noon New Zealand time, I think, from what it sounds like, and about 11 p.m. Scotland, UK time. So we're doing that tomorrow night, Google Hangouts. I don't know 100% sure if I'm hosting it here or it's going to be hosted on like Dude Behind the Cameras channel. But we'll see, and give us a search tomorrow, and I'll talk to you guys later, but I've got to go. Thanks, TJ, for stopping in. I appreciate that, man. And don't let anybody mess with you. Enjoy your exploring. Get out there and do it. And thank your mom. Tell her for great kudos for being cool. Your mom and Jay Wade have got to be two of the coolest parents. So love it. Stick with it. Enjoy. And I will talk to you guys later, and have a good night.